Hey guys, Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer. We talk about music and occasionally books and movies. And today, we're going to be doing a different game to choose my albums, books, and movies. This time, we're playing Bunny Tower. Why am I switching things up? Because one, I failed miserably once again with the wheel, and two, this is more original. With that out of the way, most of you have probably never heard of this game, so allow me to explain the rules. Basically, I have to use this plastic carrot to pull bunnies off of this tower. And this dice here will determine which color I have to pull. Each color will represent a different group of genres for albums, books, and movies. Except for blue, which allows me to pick anything, and orange, which is something special. For those of you who don't know, I have imaginary friends. No, I'm not hallucinating. Shut up. Anyway, I figured that since my imaginary friends all have different music tastes, I would pick an album that they like for the oranges. And I've got this sheet of paper with a few of my imaginary friend Sarah Palin's favorites on there. Yes, that Sarah Palin. Don't worry, I don't agree with her political beliefs. Anyway, I have to keep pulling bunnies until the tower collapses. It'll collapse 3 times, and once it collapses, each round is over. Also, I'm not allowed to make it collapse on its own because that is cheating. With that out of the way, let's start with our first roll. Yellow. Now, yellow in this game, for the albums at least, means pop or country. So, what should I pick for this? I don't have any pop or country albums I need to listen to for other projects, so I'll just pick... Oh, actually, yes I do. What am I talking about? I have a whole outlaw country project I'm doing. But first, let's pull a bunny. There. And for this, I'm gonna go with Viva Terlingua by Jerry Jeff Walker. I need to review it for the Outlaw Country series anyway, so why not? 1 down, a whole bunch to go, so let's do roll number 2. I got blue or pink. I don't know why there's no part that just says blue on this dice, but blue and pink are combined, and then pink also gets its own thing. So I can pick either pink, which means rap, R&B, or electronic, or blue, which means whatever I want. And I wonder which one I'm going to go for. Blue, obviously. That way I can pick whatever. And for this, I think I'm going to pick another one that I have to listen to anyway. This time I'm picking Lift Your Skinny Fists Like Antennas to Heaven by Godspeed You Black Emperor. This one I'm listening to for a video on post-rock. So this should be interesting. And now for roll number 3. Green. Now green means folk, jazz, blues, or classical. So, after we pull a bunny here, I'm gonna go with Blue Train, I think is what it's called, by John Coltrane. For those of you who have seen my trying to get into jazz video, you'll know that I didn't talk about Coltrane there, which is kind of a shame because I hear he's one of the greats. So, yeah, I'm picking that one for green. Roll number 4, pink. So for pink, I'm gonna pull this pink bunny, or maybe not that one. Which one will not knock this tower over? I guess this one. And for this, there's nothing I need to listen to that... Oh wait, there is. I have an ambient video I'm gonna be doing. So, ambient counts as electronic, so I'm gonna count it. I'm going with a Brian Eno album called Ambient 1 Music for Airports. So now that we got that out of the way, let's do roll 5. Purple. Purple refers to rock music as well as its subgenres of alternative, punk, and metal. And since I'm doing a whole video on progressive rock, I'm gonna pick Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. And I forgot to pull a bunny. Oops, hang on. There. And now, roll 6. Purple again. This time I'm gonna pick a Rush album. Moving Pictures. And yet again, I forgot to pull a bunny. Hang on. There we go. Now, roll the dice a 7th time, and end up with pink. Sadly, I can't remember the names of any of the other ambient albums I need to listen to, so I'm just gonna pick Redline by Laserhawk. This is a synthwave album. Synthwave is the genre that Blinding Lights by The Weeknd falls into. In other words, I'd recommend this to anyone who likes that song. So, roll number 8, purple. Time for some more progressive rock, and I'm going with Fragile by Yes. And why do the purple bunnies always make me forget to pull one? Get out of there. And anyway, roll number 9. And purple again. I'm not gonna let you make me forget this time, purple bunnies. Gotcha. And for this one, I'm gonna go with The World Is Not a Cold Dead Place by Explosions in the Sky. This is for that post-rock video I mentioned for the Godspeed You Black Emperor one. And yeah. And now, roll 10. Purple again. Now, which purple bunny can I pull? That one. Now, if I get purple one more time, this tower is probably going to collapse. I hope it doesn't collapse too soon, but the album I'm going for is... What else do I need to listen to for my various projects? Oh yeah, Selling England by the Pound by Genesis. Still have to get to that one for the Prague video. And now, roll 11. Blue or pink? And I'm going with blue. So I can pick whatever I want. And I'm picking... what else do I need to do? Oh yeah! I also need to listen to In the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson. So that will be my 11th pick. And now, roll number 12. Pink. And again, I can't remember... Oh, I remember one of the ambient projects. Ambient Works Volume 2 by Aphex Twin. And let me pull a bunny real quick. Thank God that didn't fall. Roll 13. Yellow. So pop or country. And I'm gonna pull this bunny. Oh no. It landed on the floor. And I don't know which other Outlaw Country albums I need to listen to, and I don't need to listen to any pop albums. So I'll just pick... You know what? Halloween's coming up. So I'm gonna pick a nice spooky country album called The Coffin Shakers by The Coffin Shakers. These guys are basically what would happen if Johnny Cash sang about vampires. And now, roll 14. Green. Classical, jazz, blues, or folk. And for this one, I'm going with Caravan of Thieves' first album. I'm in the mood for some spooky stuff. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll place it right up there to roll again for the 15th time. Yellow. So country or pop? I'm gonna go with Warrior by Kesha for this. I've already listened to it a bunch of times, but I haven't reviewed it yet, so it counts. And now, rule 16. Pink. Okay then, I have officially forgotten any of the other ambient projects. Oh wait, there was one by a group called, someone called Tangerine Dream. Whatever that album was called, I'm gonna put it right up there. So, yeah, that's my choice for pink. And now, number 17. Pink again. And I have no memory of any of the other ambient projects. So, for this, I'm gonna pull a pink bunny. Maybe not that one. This one maybe? No. This one. Yes! And I think I'm gonna add some rap to this. And by that I mean I'm adding No Kings by Doomtree. Roll 18. Orange! That means I get to pick one of the ones Sarah Palin picked for me. After I pull this orange one of these orange bunnies. Like maybe this one? Whoa, I pulled two of them! And here's my rule for if I accidentally pull two instead of one. I have to put two whole albums on my thing. And since they're both orange, well, I'm gonna pick two of the ones Sarah picked for me. So, High Voltage by AC/DC is the first of these. And the second of these is... Into the Wildlife by Halestorm. So, a couple of hard rock records from that. Now, this is technically roll 19, but this is going to be my 20th album because I pulled two on that last one. Pink. Now this probably... Oh god, orange bunnies are falling everywhere! Well... Anyway, I'm just gonna pull a pink bunny and let it collapse. There. I got 19 albums. Okay. Now we move on to the books, which will hopefully be less of a fiasco than the albums. So, 1, 2, 3, roll. Pink. Now, pink means... Hang on, let me look at my key here. Contemporary literary fiction, romance, historical fiction, or adventure. So, for this, let's see, is there anything I want to read in those genres? I know. I'm gonna reread Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. Yeah, we're starting things off with a reread, folks. Be prepared for when I review it and explain some very real problems I had with it and why I enjoyed it anyway. And now, roll number 2. Pink again? Oh god, I have a feeling pink's gonna be the downfall of this game too. Just wonderful, pink. I think these pink bunnies might actually be cursed. So, for this, I'm going with The Maze of Bones by Rick Riordan. This is the first book in the 39 Clues series, another reread for me. And now, roll number 3. Green, finally! Something other than pink. This means fantasy, science fiction, dystopian, or magical realism. So, for this, I'm going to go with Scythe by Neal Shusterman. I started this one but never finished it, so I'm going to be finishing it in the next 3 months. And I have to pull a green bunny. Here goes. And now, roll number 4. Pink again? Oh god. For this, what were the genres that work for this again? Okay. For this, I'm going to go with The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This is a historical fiction set in World War II. That's all I know about it, and I'm sure it'll break my heart. And I have to pull another pink bunny while I'm at it. Now, color other than pink, please. Orange. So, one of the books that my imaginary friend recommended for me. Looking for Alaska by John Green is the first of those. So, after I pull this bunny here, I'm going to write down looking for Alaska. Of course, Sarah Palin is recommending a book with Alaska in the title, even if it is referring to a girl. But anyway, time for roll number 6. Orange again. This time, we'll see what it is in a minute. Woohoo! I was able to get an orange bunny without knocking it over, and the second book is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Oh no! It's a romance! Why did I have to make my imaginary friend a fan of romances? I can just hear her now telling me that she's trying to pull me out of my comfort zone with that. And yeah, I believe her. But anyway, roll number 7. Yellow. Yellow is non-fiction, so let's pull a yellow bunny somewhere, somehow. Oh, there we go. And the first non-fiction that I think I'm going to pick for this, In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. I read this in school, but I think I'll enjoy it more if I'm not being forced to read it. So, time for roll number 8. Orange again. Wow, I'm getting a lot of orange. And what's the third book Sarah picked for me? Oh yeah, another romance. Red, white, and royal blue by Casey McQuiston. This is a gay romance between the Prince of England and the son of the President of the United States. Yup. Actually, if I'm gonna read a romance, it'll probably be this one. If I'm excited to read any romance, it'll probably be this one. Just because, well, it has political stuff in it. Need I say more? So, roll number 9. Green. So, fantasy, science fiction, magical realism, or dystopian. And since I'm in a dark mood, since October's coming up, I think I'm gonna go with a dystopian called The Hunger Games. I'm sure you've all heard of it. Roll number 10. Orange again. Maybe orange will be the downfall instead of pink. So, what's the fourth book you recommended, Sarah? Oh, Final Girls by Riley Sager. Good. I could use some creepy thrillers for this list. Roll 11. Blue or pink? Well, since pink's been done to death, I'm going with blue. Which means I can pick whatever I want. And I'm going to pick something nice and spooky. And I'm going with Gone Girl, another book that I never finished once I started. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. But anyway, let's do roll number 12. Orange again. Yeah, orange is probably going to be the downfall, let's be real. And what's the 5th book she recommended for me? Oh, The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis, first book in the Chronicles of Narnia series. By the way, out of all the books that my imaginary friend Sarah Palin has recommended for me, this is the only one that's kind of based on the real her. She likes C.S. Lewis. But, anyway, roll 13. Green. So, I'm going to pull this green bunny right there. And I'm going to pick, what would be a good dystopian? Or actually, I'm going to go with a dark fantasy. It's another reread, but Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. I liked it when I read it the first time. Maybe I'll enjoy it more the second time. Who knows? So, wait a minute. How many bunnies do I have sitting there? Oh good, I have 13. I was just panicking. Roll 14. Pink. Pink may be the downfall of this thing after all, then. Got it. And for this, I'm going to go with... What were the genres for this one again? Okay. I'm gonna go with A Little Life. I have no idea who the author of this one is. I always forget their name. It's really hard to pronounce, let alone remember. But this is supposed to be a sad one, so it'll definitely fit October through December. And now for roll 15. Orange again. Okay, this is probably gonna fall. I'm prepared for it to fall. Or maybe not. And what's the final book that Sarah Palin recommended for me? Oh, of course it's Megyn Kelly's book, Settle for More. Yeah, I actually own this book, believe it or not. And the reason I do is that Megyn Kelly is another one of my imaginary friends. Don't worry, I've also got Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and the rest of the squad, just to make the leftists in my audience feel a little better. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to read this. Anyway, roll number 16. Purple. That means horror, thriller, or mystery. Which is good because I want all the creepy stuff I can get. So, I'm picking Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. This one is pretty disturbing, to say the least. I've read it before, and it scared me half to death. I'm terrified of home invasions, and yeah, this story's about them. So it'll be perfect for this October. So, roll 17. Pink. Let's see, which of these pink bunnies can I pull without knocking everything over? That one, apparently. And for this one, I'm picking That Was Then, This Is Now by S.E. Hinton. She's the author of The Outsider. She's amazing. I love her. Can't wait to read this one. And now for Rule 18. Green, huh? Okay then. Which of these green bunnies can I pull without knocking everything over? That one, apparently. So, for this one, I'm going with Game of Thrones, because it's a dark fantasy, and yeah, I think it'll fit with the colder months. And now for Rule 19, Orange. Okay, this is definitely the end. I'm just gonna pull one and let it collapse. Okay, now we're on to the movies. And this is the part where I show that I'm not a movie buff at all, but hopefully I will be by the time this YouTube channel is a few years old. So, rule number 1, yellow. Let me check which genres that is. Oh wait, I know. Comedy and drama, which means that I am going to pull a yellow bunny. Which one should I pull? That one, I guess. And I'm going with one that I meant to review a few months ago called Stand By Me. This is an adaptation of a Stephen King book, and while Stephen King adaptations usually kind of suck, this one is actually kind of good, from what I've heard, so here goes. And now for rule number 2, blue or pink. Blue means I can pick whatever I want, so obviously I'm going with blue. God, this is harder than I thought it would be. But anyway, for this, I'm going to pick one of the movies I picked last month since I didn't get around to any of them, and I have 2 of them at home from Netflix. Mutiny on the Bounty. And rule number 3, blue and pink again. And once again, I'm going with blue. And I'm going to pick the other one I have at home from Netflix, Inside Out. Good, I was able to get those 2 out of the way. Now, roll number 4. Wow, it keeps landing on blue or pink. I'm going to pull a pink one this time. And for this, let's see which genres pink is. Action, adventure, romance, historical. So, for this one, I'm going to pick Schindler's List. Seen it before, but it's been a while, so I figured I'd give it another chance. And I know my aunt is a pretty big fan of it, I think. After all, she is just as obsessed with the whole Holocaust thing as I am. So, roll number 5. Blue and pink again? Okay, I'm picking pink again. And for this one, I'm gonna pick a nice superhero movie, The Avengers. Saw it when it came out in theaters. I loved it at the time. Let's see if I still do. And now, roll 6. Green. This is for fantasy, science fiction, or dystopian. And for this, since I'm kind of in a dystopian mood at the moment, I think I will go with A Clockwork Orange. Saw it with my parents, who are very open-minded. Shout out to them. Let's see me relive my dark teenager phase. And now, roll number 7. Purple. Horror, thriller, mystery. Anyway, I pulled a purple bunny, and I have to pick a horror, thriller, or mystery for this. And for this, I'm going with Saw. After all, I already have that movie, thanks to my aunt, and why not? So, roll number 8. And yellow again, so comedy or drama. And for this, I'm going with Heathers. I actually have never seen Heathers before, but I did see the play version of it, which was awesome. So I hope I'll like the movie too. Roll number 9. Pink. Got pink. So for this, I'm going to go with, what were the genres for this again? Oh yeah. I think I'm just going to pick another one that I picked last time and never got around to. Raiders of the Lost Ark. And now for roll number 10. Pink again? Wow, I swear these pink bunnies are cursed. Ah! Wow, I knocked that over fast. And that's the end of the video, folks. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer, and I'm out. Synthwave is the same genre as a hang on guys, my phone is malfunctioning. What is this phone doing? There we go. There's a blooper. Uh-oh, the video's being interrupted.
Should I talk now?
You got your package over here.
Are you still filming? I guess not.
I
It's
am.
still filming.
Here. Read how many calories are in those darn things. I thought it was only 160.
Here's your package.
Mm-hmm.